Good day, it's Chris again. It seems recently I haven't been recording unless I've been high, and when I've been recording, I've been high on marijuana for most of my recordings recently, and I just wanted to record one when I'm clean and sober, and because I really think that my recordings have gotten a lot worse recently. I just really have had a hard time knowing what to say, and my personality has come off as a bit crazy, and so yeah, the hard thing to do when you're recording a vlog is to not just go blank and have just go silent and just wait for the next thought, and that's just not the way you want your recording to be. But I don't have any like special quality or ability that makes my vlog more interesting than other people's projects, or really what do I have going into making this vlog other than just being a human being with personal experience and knowledge? And I think we all have that, and if we could think of something to say, then it would be worth hearing. I think anyone can make a vlog if they wanted to, and a lot of people do make vlogs, and I got a lot of them on my news feed and on YouTube of vlogs that people make, and I find a lot of them really irritating and boring, and really not worth watching. People get caught up in one particular philosophical trend and they go with it, and they're just sort of preaching some sort of new age philosophy a lot of the time, and there's really nothing there that seems to be unique or really speak to me. So I think that other people's vlogs are boring a lot of the time, and I guess it's got to the point where I think my vlog is boring. I mean, so I haven't been recording all that often, and like, what do I have that's unique and worth hearing to say? So yeah, life. Yeah, I've been had a blood test recently, a urine sample, an ultrasound, a psychiatrist appointment. So the ag team has really been putting me to work on some things. So when I first got here to Hope Living, I was basically left to my own devices for a long time, and I had a lot of freedom to sleep in if I needed to. But now they've been putting me to work a little bit. As for NA, I haven't been going to any in-person meetings. AA, I haven't been going to any in-person meetings. It's just the pressure to not offend people just kind of like it really affects me personally when people think they're being watched by the police, and they think it's because I'm going to meetings, and I really don't want to put them or myself in danger because of that. And I think I'm delusional if you want to, but that's just the way things have been going. But I go through phases where I don't go onto online meetings for a while, and then I get back into it when I'm feeling better, and I do go to a lot of online meetings, mostly Narcotics Anonymous, and I talk with friends from Smith Falls who I met in Alcoholics Anonymous. I've been managing to stay away from alcohol quite successfully for a long period of time now, but weed is something that I did for a long time, and there's a lot of it around me. So if I stop being vigilant, if I let my guard down, and suddenly I'm on it again, and people who aren't living near it don't know what that's like, but that's the way it's like for me. So I'm clean, and I'm gonna try and stay off it for a while. And but what does it matter in the whole scope of things, really? I mean, like I said before, mind and mood altering substances like marijuana or beer or whatever, they're not illegal, but I've just for my mental health and my economic stability and my general lifestyle, I just have it's forced me to look at addiction as a problem, and search for solutions to my problems. And I guess abstinence is a road I've tried, but in Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous, abstinence is what is promoted as the way of best to treat alcoholism or drug addiction, whereas I've been hearing a lot about this smart recovery that some people are doing, where moderation is also considered to be a worthwhile way of grappling with it, or being less hard on yourself and forgiving yourself. If you're not totally abstinent all the time, you shouldn't have to feel like you're less of a person. That's the problem with counting the days of sobriety. Do you feel like you're better with more days clean and sober than you are with less days clean and sober? And sometimes I think what happened to me is when I was clean for a long time off of weed, there was a lot of things going wrong with my life, especially between me and other people, as we weren't connecting, we weren't coming to a common understanding, and like that length of clean time wouldn't have ended in relapse if I had better dealings with the people in my life, because I was I wasn't communicating well with all the people who were affected by the way I was being, and there was a lot of misunderstandings. sometimes a relapse is just trying to get people off my back, who might not understand what I'm trying to do, and it can be very misleading. When you've been clean for a long time, you feel like you're accomplishing a lot, and you could be not doing much really at all, and be deluding yourself into thinking you're accomplishing a lot. But you don't feel on the top of the world when you're clean and sober, right? You feel on top of the world when you're high. Right? When you're clean and sober, you just feel like it's just not it's not being up to all things all the time and being able to provide for all people. It's just, that's not possible. And this recording is coming to you from the perspective of someone who's been clean off of weed for less than a week. But what happens is people don't consider marijuana addiction to be a real problem or a health risk, and then they abstain from other drugs, and they keep on doing the marijuana. And then I wonder, well, like, does anyone really understand why I'm doing this? Eh? Because if those people are doing it anyway, like, I don't think they really understand why I would have the desire to abstain from what they're doing anyway. A lot of people don't go to NA because they want to keep getting high, but there's people who go to NA and they still smoke pot, and they consider it just the same as still smoking cigarettes. I don't know. They think they're still clean, and so I don't mean to be judgmental of other people, but it's hard to know where I stand in all of that. I feel pretty shitty when I'm going in there and picking up a 24-hour key tag, or just recommitting to the program when these people have been doing it all along and still consider themselves clean. Eh? So, that's a resentment I have against the way it is at the program in general. The other thing is, I'm someone who's been unemployed and mentally ill for a long time and on disability, and I don't own a car, I don't drive, I don't have a job, I've never been married, I have no dependents. I go to an NA meeting, and who do I meet up with? People who are working, people who have children, people who are married, people who have grandchildren, people who have driven a car most of their life and don't know what it's like to. I've never experienced any of those things. And I think the mutual feeling is just like, what do we have in common? How do we relate to each other? I guess the logical thing to think there is we have the disease of addiction in common, but sometimes it just feels like there's just not enough in common to feel like I can relate to those people or want to spend time with them. But Thoughts and feelings change over time. I may feel differently in the future, but I'm not feeling like an A meeting or an A meeting is where I feel most comfortable anymore. I'm not looking to the street for comfort or a fix or anything like that either. Whereas for me, the street lost most of its grandeur. Coming from a former busker who used to dig hanging out on the street a lot, the street lost its value to me when I got to the point where I was tired of being homeless, and anything that's up on the street just reminds me of having nowhere to go. And it's just some people think they're from the streets. It's their credentials. It's their knowledge about the about conditions in this world. And I just think I wasn't born on a street corner. I'm not from the street. When I was on the streets, I had no place to go. It didn't feel like home to me. And I felt like there was nothing up with it that could be of any value, because when I wasn't alone and cold and not sleeping, I was getting high, and I was getting high with other people. And I've since learned that there's better, healthier ways to find acceptance and friendship other than getting high. And getting high is part of what keeps you on the street or sends you back there, I think. Some people will tell you that addiction isn't the main cause of homelessness, but I think in a lot of cases it is a factor. So I'm surprised I had so much to say today. I hope I've covered some topics that you people find interesting, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.